This is the mayor of MGTOWN with 101 reasons not to vote for Hillary Clinton. These are in no particular order. Let's get right to it. Number 1, Hillary is not likable. Number 2, Hillary Clinton is more interested in her own power than America or the goals of her party. Number 3, Benghazi. She couldn't even protect 4 people. How is she going to protect a nation? Number 4, she's not generally an honest person. Number 5, she has a poor sense of humor. Number 6, she's bought and paid for by many financial institutions like Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, and others. Number 7, she has a shallow sense of loyalty except for relationships beneficial to herself and the accumulation of her power. Number 8, she shows a willingness to tolerate immoral and illegal conduct if it benefits her. Number 9, the Whitewater real estate scandal. Number 10, Hillary Clinton is secretive and unwilling to be forthright in most matters. Number 11, she's a lawyer with a poor sense of justice and little regard for the Constitution. Number 12, the $600 haircut. Why not get one for $200 and give $400 to the poor? That's just wasteful. She's not a person of the people. Number 13, she's influenced the Clinton administration to put unsuitable people in office. Number 14, she has influenced the Clinton administration to unjustly dismiss good civil servants for improper reasons to replace them with persons loyal to her. Number 15, she was implicated in the mysterious death of her law partner, Vince Foster. An article came out about Vince Foster in the Wall Street Journal, and then the next day, he wound up with a suicide shot to the head, supposedly suicide anyway. Number 16, this is one of the worst in my opinion. Bill Gates is pumping money into Hillary Clinton's campaign so they can push Common Core in the schools. Common Core is this nonsense new curriculum that is really designed to make a few people rich and designed to control the masses. If you have children, do not vote for Hillary Clinton on this one alone. Common Core is just awful and is almost universally hated by all teachers. Number 17, she voted for the Iraq War, something that could have been handled with surgical strikes, in my opinion. Number 18, Hillary Clinton has shown disrespect and aversion toward the U.S. military. Number 19, she is not inspirational and does not inspire patriotism in others. Number 20, Hillary Clinton is a political flip-flopper. Number 21, she lacks charm and charisma. Number 22, she stole furniture from the White House when she left, about $200,000 worth, as well as China and other valuables. She had to wind up returning it or face prosecution. Number 23, she's more than happy to associate with people with a long criminal history. Number 24, Hillary Clinton has made extensive use of bullies, government employees, and private police against imagined enemies, public and private. Number 25, she's been involved in numerous episodes of illegal election practices. Number 26, she's married to an impeached president, a man of low character, and a disbarred lawyer, and a perpetual adulterer. Number 27, she has used government property and resources for her own personal benefit and gain. 28, she's allowed her brothers to be involved in questionable activity exploiting the Clinton administration's use of official pardons. Number 29, she's failed to maintain propriety in matters appearing to be indirect bribes to herself and her husband. Number 30, Hillary Clinton has accepted a lot of money from foreign governments. Number 31, she allowed the White House to be trashed and items to be misappropriated upon her departure. Number 32, Hillary Clinton is deeply distrusted by Secret Service agents and other people that are entrusted to take care of her. It's also said that she's very nasty to these same people and definitely not a people person. Number 33, she recently verbally attacked a lady from Greenpeace, showing no control of her emotions and definitely not somebody you want in control of nuclear weapons, that's for sure. Number 34, she's had almost no accomplishments as a U.S. Senator. Dianne Feinstein was asked about her accomplishments and she had to Google it to just to try to find any. Number 35, her one executive commission, national health care reform in the early 90s, was an enormous debacle, exposing her personal ineptitude. Number 36, she has shown insufficient understanding of the worldwide terrorist menace. 37, Hillary Clinton will gladly raise taxes on the middle class. 38, she's an advocate of bigger government of a more draconian character. Number 39, supposedly she cares about women, but when women came out against her husband, she was more than happy to use the IRS to persecute those women who he had been sexually involved with. Number 40, she's lazy and has poor work ethic. She has an opportunity right now to be doing a lot of rallies. Instead, she's sitting at home on her behind, I guess. She only appears to be doing a rally every once or twice a month. Number 41, she brings so much baggage and scandal, especially with old sex scandals, that, and now Monica Lewinsky has reemerged. So how can anybody be a good president when they're distracted with all kinds of scandals and nonsense going on? Number 42, she's in favor of heavily regulating the internet. Number 43, she's unwilling to take a chance, especially in the cause of liberty. Number 44, Hillary Clinton is always safely scripted, so no unexpected questions will be ever answered. Little will be learned of her real positions. Number 45, she has no guiding principles other than her own opportunities. Number 46, this one's too funny. She claimed to be named after Sir Edmund Hillary for climbing Mount Everest, but the funny thing was that Sir Edmund Hillary didn't climb Mount Everest until Hillary Clinton was 6 years old. 47, she has a shrill, scolding voice. 48, Hillary Clinton does not command respect of a majority of American men. 49, she has a poor grasp of economics. Number 50, she has a voting record which strongly supports socialist positions and a pro-Marxian philosophy. Number 51, her writings have embraced Marxist ideology and a destructive social revolution. 52, she shows little respect for property rights except for her own. 53, Hillary Clinton would make America appear weak before our allies and enemies. 54, she shows disdain for the Bill of Rights, especially the 2nd, 9th, and 10th Amendments. 55, she favors appointment of judges who would twist constitutional principles. 56, she has demonstrated no background for managing large or small institutions. Isn't that the truth? All her money comes from people handing it to her. 57, she has poor interpersonal skills. 58, Hillary Clinton has a bad memory. 59, she lied and claimed she was under fire when she landed in Bosnia, yet videos out of her talking to a little girl for several minutes after the plane landed. Pretty funny. Number 60, she lacks religious conviction but will pretend religiosity when expedient. 61, she shows a very nasty disposition if criticized or frustrated. 62, Hillary Clinton has nothing in common with most ordinary Americans. Isn't that the truth? 63, she has many employees whose sole purpose is to deflect criticism, investigate her imagined enemies, and spin her good press. 64, she favors amnesty for millions of illegal aliens residing in the United States. 65, she has no vision for America's future beyond attainment of the presidency. 66, Hillary Clinton has not supported the war in Iraq beyond voting for it and sustaining it financially, a contradiction of principle. 67, Hillary Clinton once had a father of 4 fired. This was an usher in the White House because he helped Barbara Bush set up her laptop. Ridiculous. 67, this was a big no-no. Hillary Clinton maintained a private email server so she could circumvent the Freedom of Information Act and hide her affairs, so to speak. That one alone is one that you should never vote for this person. Then she tried to hide the emails and cover them up. What a piece of work this woman is. 68, she has no plan for the successful resolution of our position in the Middle East. 69, she has never held a real job, not connected to government or Bill Clinton's legal interests in Arkansas. She has little executive experience, even at the lowest level. Number 70, she has been unwilling to allow exposure of tax returns and government documents generated in her tenure as First Lady in Arkansas and Washington. Number 71, one of my personal favorites, she claims she made $100,000 from a $1,000 investment in cattle futures within days by reading the Wall Street Journal. 72, Hillary Clinton used confidential FBI files, government databases, and sensitive public records to form an enemies list for personal and political uses. Number 73, she has actively encouraged felons and people of bad character to solicit massive amounts of funds for her from questionable and illegal sources. 74, she is married to a former president who would destabilize her administration by confusing loyalties and continuity of control and management. Hillary should not even be a consideration. Her husband was an impeached president. So you're going to have the husband as the first lady, I guess, and so he can now come in and influence things and have more nonsense, corruption, and scandals. Number 75, she has purposely allowed innocent women who have been sexually harassed by her husband to be publicly maligned and persecuted for her personal advantage and political advantage. 76, Hillary Clinton is unable to handle real criticism and personal pressure. 77, Russia invaded the Ukraine on her watch. 78, she is a political bully, allowing intimidation and blackmail of her detractors, imagined enemies, and journalists to affect favorable outcomes. 79, this one's disturbing. She won't release the transcripts of the speeches she's given to these financial institutions like Goldman Sachs. She supported the Trans-Pacific Partnership. What that is that's essentially a secretive trade deal that accelerates job offshoring. Wonderful. 81, she would allow massive numbers of illegal aliens to come into our country, depleting our resources and breaking our laws for her political advantage. I'm all for it if they want to come legally, but we need to get control of our borders. 82, she voted against English as being America's official language. 83, exhibiting a dreadful temper, she has thrown articles at her husband and government staff and shown an inability to control her bad language and behavior. 84, she never admits flaws and seldom shows her human side. 85, after sucking it dry for all the press value possible, she dumped the first cat, Socks, on Betty Currie as soon as she left the White House. 86, contrary to most laws, Hillary Clinton wants a special holiday declared for elections, allowing anyone without identification or with a felony record to vote. 87, she is never what she seems. She's highly scripted, ever ready to use planted questioners, coach journalists, and a revised autobiography. 88, if you give this woman the power of the presidential pardon, she's going to go ahead and use that when it comes to people from Goldman Sachs and these other big companies that's handing her money. In other words, they'll feel free to go ahead and with criminal activity, knowing that she'll go ahead and pardon them. That's why she's been bought and paid for by these large financial institutions. Number 89, a first term for Hillary would be essentially like a third term for Obama. America cannot handle another 4 years of communism. I'm sorry. We need a change. Number 90, she's obsessed with secrecy. Whatever the reasons, this is a poor presidential trait which could lead to undemocratic practices and illegal cover-up. Number 91, she has a paranoid streak. Very dangerous for a person heading the most powerful nuclear state on the planet. 92, Hillary Clinton lacks a sense of honor. 93, her terms as a U.S. Senator are totally unremarkable and mainly self-serving. 94, she voted against a partial birth abortion ban, essentially legalizing the murder of live babies. 97, she's essentially against free trade with foreign countries and deeply misunderstands capital flow. Number 98, redundant but can't be stressed enough. A future Hillary Clinton administration will be compromised by questionable campaign donations from criminals and anti-American foreign contributors. Number 99, Hillary Clinton says she would not have started the Iraq War and would end it immediately, yet she has always voted oppositely and expediently. 100, as with some far-left Democrats, Hillary's quote-unquote change would be Marxist in nature and lead to the loss of Americans' personal liberties and national pride. 101, she advocated mass incarceration and has campaign funding ties to private prisons, such as the Corrections Corporation of America. I know there are plenty more, guys. Feel free to leave your favorites in the comments section. This is the Mayor of MGTOWN, and I approve this message.